Hi folks, it's Brian with BG Model Workshop, and we're doing a quick bench update to get caught up on a few things. First off, thank you very much for the card, Jeff. Appreciate that. I just got done building this very kit myself, and I know you've commented on it, but the way yours turned out on this card is spectacular. I really like how you did the tanks on that. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of, after building that kit, I have a lot of appreciation how you did the fuel tanks on that. And then by taking a closer look at this card, I realized I put my fuel tanks on backwards. So that won't be going to shows, right? But anyways, thanks Jeff for the card. Appreciate that. And then our buddy over at H-Town Model Shop, Freddie. Thanks a lot for the card and the decal. Much appreciated. This is going to go on my my model building toolbox that's over here next to me. I used to use it for automotive tools, and now it's all model building tools. So thanks again, Freddie. I appreciate the card. And I also wanted to give you a shout out and say thanks for doing that model swap. I'm really loving that Ferrari, and it's on the list to be built sometime this year. And if I sound a little tired right now, it's because of this monstrosity here, the car carrier trailer that I was doing for the truck build, the big rig truck build put on by Jeff and Thomas. And I just got done piecing this all together. I spent the last few days cleaning up all the flash on the parts because all of these ramp pieces here, these are all individuals, and they're I think there's almost 20 pieces in there, and they all had flash, and they all needed to be cleaned up, and they all needed to be painted because the silver color that they're molded in had a lot of wave going on through there, a lot of marbleizing. So I actually ended up using 2 cans of Tamiya silver to paint all of the superstructure and drive pieces, and I did a beautiful paint job of a nice racing blue. Let's see if I can tip this on its side. Build a beautiful racing blue color on the frame, which you can't even see because it's so dark. But there's my spare tires. So it's the way this goes together is there's little pins that come out approximately here, and over here, and then again here, and then up forward. Wherever you see one of these giant posts with a nut going through there, there's a pin that comes through from the subframe, and that actually does a nice, decent job of press fitting into this superstructure piece that goes all along here. This is all of these tubing and ladders and stuff like that. That's all one giant piece. And then from there, there's stringers that go across, all across from the front to back, and then the deck plating goes on top of that. And then same thing with the lower deck also. But man, it's one of those deals where you have to just keep building as you're going. And I've had to reassemble this several times because something has popped off, or which I didn't realize when I started building all this. And I would have done this originally when I first assembled the frame, but this this piece here, this is all one piece all along the back bumper here, and it comes up, and then this mounts to the frame, but only in this area here and this area here. So the C channel that's coming out, that's got this tread plate on here, it just matches up in a very thin glue spot right here behind these lights on each side in the shape of a C, and that's it. I've scraped paint, and I've tried cementing it, and then that didn't work. So now we're on to super glue, which probably won't work either. If that doesn't work, it's going to be on to epoxy. But that piece carries a lot of stress, because these pieces, these tubes right here, this one right here, and then this cylinder down here, hook up to these pieces here that are kind of dangling right now. And there's a lot of stress on this piece. Oops, sorry about that, BG. But this piece here puts a lot of stress down through these posts and through these tubes right to this point here, and that's a lot of leverage to be putting on just a couple of tiny little glue spots right here, and that's going on both sides. And you see how it's actually split my seam. So we're not too happy about that. It's been quite a frustrating battle. So we're going to let that set. I'm going to go cool down and cool off with a beer, and see if we can't reset the frustration level, and then come back and try and finish that off to this evening. But I wanted to give an update on how this trailer was going. I think if I had known what I know now, it would have been a much easier build and a lot less challenging, a lot more fun. But it's a beautiful piece. It's a little delicate, a little rickety because it doesn't have any cross bracing, so to speak. So it's a little delicate, and if you're just going to use it as a model car display piece, it might work out okay. But as for probably carrying this to shows or whatever, this is so delicate because it's so large. I don't think it's really built for that type of thing. Also, if you're going to display some cars on this, I probably wouldn't do more than just maybe like 2 down below and maybe 2 up on top. And I definitely wouldn't have anything on the front here, on the front forward of this post here, because there's nothing holding this, nothing holding this structure here in place except for a pin right here. And that's it. So, I guess buyer beware, but let me show you a picture of the box. I know it's been popped several times. So this is a version that I have. I got this as a Christmas present a couple of years ago, so I'm happy to be knocking it out. But it comes with chains and hoses and stuff. We got to do all the plumbing and wiring, and then we'll be done with it. But not probably another week or so. All right, guys. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you again later. Bye now.